So, in yesterday's episode, you may recall that we weren't playing anywhere near our best. That's continued off camera as well. And now we're about to play a Champions League game against Chelsea. And I'm about to change our tactic. Right, let's get into it. And as you may recall in yesterday's episode, we played Borussia Mönchengladbach at home and Paderborn away. Now, while we did win both games, Borussia Mönchengladbach 3-0 with 2 goals from one Rios and 1 from Raphael Bode. And then we beat Paderborn 2-0, 1 Rios and Dijon Kamiri in the 90th minute, making it 2-0. Since then, we've not been particularly good. We've played 6 games and we've won 2 and lost 1. We played Espanyol directly after the game against Paderborn in the Champions League away from home. A dull and boring 0-0 draw. And, you know, percentage-wise for possession, it was 50-50. We had 89% pass completion. We had a better XG and then more shots on target. We had 9 corners, but we just couldn't score a goal. And it was quite unsettling how little we were scoring. Then we played Union Berlin in the league away from home in the Bundesliga. Union Berlin are not particularly good this season. A 3-0 win. We were pretty dominant. 1 Rios had a goal disallowed. Of course he did on 28 minutes. But then Kalinski from a Carnevali corner, a Sparhu penalty and a Sparhu goal from a Rutten assist made it 3-0. And yeah, we possession 68%, pass completion above 90%, XG of 2.34, more shots on target, more shots on goal. Yeah, we were the better team. Like I say, Union Berlin, not particularly good. They are 12th in the Bundesliga. Then we played Bayer Leverkusen. Then we played VfB Stuttgart in the DFB Pokal. Now, this one I'm not really concerned about. As you can see from the team here, we went pretty much full rotation. Philipp Oberle kept his place, but other than that, and Ziris kept his place. But other than that, it was a fully rotated side. We lost 1-0. It is what it is. Then we played Bayern Munich in the league at home. And this is our best performance of our season, I think. A 6-0 win against Bayer Leverkusen. And it was a really frustrating game because Rios with another goal disallowed on 26 minutes. Freitas then had a goal disallowed on 42 minutes. And I was not happy. When we had a second goal disallowed, just like, is this just going to be another one of them games where we're dominating, but we're just going to end up losing it or drawing it in the second half? It had all them feelings about it. But then 1 Rios calmed me down a little bit with a Freitas assist on 43 minutes. We went in 1-0 up at half time. Levi then got a second goal to make on 51 minutes to make it 2-0 with Rios with the assist. Then 73 minutes, Sparhu with a Freitas assist. Then 10 minutes after that, it was Freitas with a Lavia assist. Carnevali with a Freitas assist on 85 minutes and Rios with a Fontas assist on 88 minutes. So basically, we scored 4 goals in the last, 15 minutes that made it look a lot more digestible than what it actually was. Because other than that, it was a case of us having chance after chance after chance, most of the time failing to hit the target and just not scoring goals. So that 15-minute period there really makes this look a lot easier than what it actually was. I mean, it was easy. They didn't even have a shot on target. It was more the frustration that we weren't scoring goals and that we would, every time we shoot, it felt like it was off target. There was one where Rios was literally on the line of the 6-yard box and he's blasted the ball over, you know, and he weren't the only one. There was others that done the same sort of thing as well. And it was so annoying. Then we played Fiorentina in the Champions League and a 2-2 draw away from home against Fiorentina. What's worth mentioning as well is that Frederick Reuter, our former player, playing for Fiorentina in this game. And yeah, you look at it, I mean, you could say that the draw was probably a fair result based on the stats. We went 2-0 up through Rios with the first goal and then with the second. Freitas getting an assist. But then 2 goals conceded in 4 minutes. Fabio Vieira scoring both the goals for Fiorentina. It was just frustrating. Go 2-0 up and then lose that lead and draw 2-2. Then we played Freiburg and a 1-1 draw again away from home in the league. We always seem to be away from home. And Freiburg, 1 shot on target, 1 goal. And I think this is the annoyance I'm having with the game at the moment, is that all the tricks seem to be coming out. One shot on target, one goal. We dominate games, but they are more clinical than us. We're just constantly shooting the ball over the bar or wide of the post. Dominated possession. Pass completion was down again. It was only 87%. XG better than them. More shots on target, more goals. Errors Levi with our goal with a Ryan Shirky assist. Yeah, I mean, we look at the Bundesliga and Bayern Munich have played one game more than us. They've played their game stages before we played Wolfsberg. They are now level on points with us. We've had 10 wins, 1 draw, no defeats. In terms of how we're performing, we're actually doing... Juan Rios is the top scorer in the Bundesliga. Ryan Shirky is in the top 3 for assists. All the stats are telling me we're doing really well. Like this guy here, Ryan Shirky, I'm losing my patience with him because he doesn't feel like he's doing anything for me. In 11 games, he's got 7 goal contributions, 7.18. He's actually not doing too badly. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm overreacting, but it feels like things are just falling away and I can't find the answer. Not scoring there, only getting 1 here. We're better than this. We need to be better than this. Champions League group phase, we're in trouble. We're in 16th. We are currently, what are we on? 6 points. We're 3 points away from the top 8. The top 8 is where we need to be for automatic qualification. If we finish in the blue zone, we've got to play that knockout playoff round thing that we really don't want to be in that. But we played Chelsea in today's episode, who are currently 4th. They've not lost a game. They've won 3 against Anderlecht, Dynamo and Sevilla. They've drawn at home to PSG. We need to be in this top 8 somewhere. We really do. And we're probably chasing Sevilla, maybe Salzburg for a place in that top 8. But we're chasing it with teams like AC Milan, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Leipzig, all trying to get a spot in that top 8. And it's not looking very hopeful. Like I say, we've got Chelsea today. The other game's still to play. Sevilla, one of the teams we're hoping to overtake. Again, away from home. It seems like all our games are away from home. Then we've got Lorient and Anderlecht in January. Them 2 games will be at home. And I'll probably bring you the Anderlecht game along with the Bayern Munich game early next week. But let's get into the first game of today's episode. It is going to be against Wolfsberg in the league. They are 6th. They are doing very well and having a pretty decent season. So let's see if we can beat them. And I'll also introduce you to my new tactic. Okay, welcome to the Matchday Centre. And we are going with a diamond formation. And one bit of team news I do need to bring you. Philip Oberle is injured. He's got a pulled abdominal muscle, I think it is. Yeah, he's out for another 9 days. Well, 2 to 9 days. He's probably not going to be involved in tomorrow's game or the game later on in the episode against Chelsea. So we have got Alban Lafont in goal. But yeah, we're going with a diamond formation. We've got our 2 wing backs. Espinosa's on attack. Carnevale's on support. We've got 2 centre backs as opposed to ball playing defenders. We've also got Sparhu keeping that anchor role in the midfield. Raphael Bode has become a box-to-box midfielder. And Dijon Kamiri is a deep line playmaker with Freitas in the attacking midfield role. It was a choice between him and Ryan Shirky. And there's not really a great deal in it. But Freitas plays the advanced playmaker for us in the midfield. So I just thought I'd give him that role for today's game. We've got Rios and Sahin up top. On the bench, we do have the likes of Levi, Fontas, Shirky, Granelli, Laviarot, etc., etc. If we do need to change things about a bit. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever done a diamond formation in FM24. I've done it in previous iterations of Football Manager, but not in this one before. The only thing I've changed on any of this is to play for set pieces. I was tempted to trap inside, with the idea being that if I turn that on, we would trap players in here, and we've got plenty of bodies in here. And in fact, I think I will actually leave that on. We'll do trap inside, just see how it works. We're pretty much learning as we go here. Set pieces are exactly the same as they are normally. Let's get into the game. And I kind of feel we can experiment a little bit with the Bundesliga because, like I said before, it's all about winning the Champions League. So I'd rather experiment in the Bundesliga against good opposition like Wolfsberg. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But it kind of feels like we're heading towards that stage of the game where our form's going to drop off. We're going to get an email after a while saying that I'm stubborn and I refuse to change my tactics and all this sort of stuff. So I'm trying to get ahead of the curve. I'm trying to get in there before the game gets me, kind of thing. So it's either I've pulled off a masterstroke or I've overreacted and I've gone too soon, really. But not a very eventful first. We are playing a controlled possession, by the way. So I am expecting to see us retain possession. We are just about ahead of Wolfsberg, but they have the first highlight in the 45th minute with only 1 minute to be added on. The highlight starts with them. Can we win the ball back in the midfield? It's not looking like it at the moment, but we are stopping them from coming forward with any particular quickness anyway. Come on, boys, just win the ball back. There you go. Espinosa's won it back. He's on a yellow card, but he's won it back. It's with Aladdin Sahin. Rios is through. Rios has scored. Is a referee reviewing it? I don't think he is. Rios has put us 1-0 up. Yeah. I haven't done that pun for a couple of episodes, I don't think, so it's about time I've done it. 1-0 at half-time. Well, so far the tactics worked, so I'm quite pleased with that. Let's see if we can continue to make it work in the second half. We have been slightly the better team. I mean, they've had a shot at goal and on target, but with 0 XG. I'm not sure how you can get 0 XG from a shot on target, but there you go. Corner comes in from Carnevale and Spa, who heads it over the bar. Are we going to get more highlights in this second half than we did in the first half? I mean, we've had one already. That's a bonus, I suppose. But here we go. We've got the boys with Thiago Freitas. He's on the left-hand side. I didn't know where he was going with that, but he wins it back, to be fair to him. Carnevale with the ball forward for Rios. He's got Sahin with him. Oh, he ignores him and hits the post. Espinosa picks up the ball, but the highlight ends. We now have a corner. Carnevale with it, puts the ball into the box. Sparhu to Bode. Oh, he should have. This is what I mean about the shots we have, that we should be scoring. We really should. Right, Kennedy Nar can come on for Espinosa because he's injured, and I don't really want to be without him for the next game. Bode isn't having a great game. I mean, to be fair, Bode's not really. That's not his main position, to be fair. So if we take him off, I don't really know who else is better for this position. What's Grinelli like in that position? No. What about Lavia? No. I think we'd go with Grinelli, to be fair. So that'd be our 2 changes in the 65th minute, or 65 minutes on the clock. Here's Kennedy Nar to Freitas. I mean, what are they doing? They're just standing there, both of them looking at the ball. Kalinski to Sparhu to Carnevale. Goes around the outside on the left-hand side. Puts the ball in the box. And Aladdin Sahin with the goal. Back from injury, Sahin. He gets the goal. It's 2-0. Now that we can see this tactic is done the job, at least. Let's just say that. I think we're probably going to have to stick with this for the game against Chelsea as well. Right. Freitas will come off. Ryan Shirky will come on. And Carolot can come on for Sparhu. Probably the only substitution, or the 2 substitutions we're going to make. I don't want to take Kamiri off and change like the whole midfield in the space of 10 minutes. But yeah, I mean, we've limited Wolfsberg to pretty much no chances. They've had 1 shot at a goal, which was on target with no XG. And that is a goal from Kalinski from Carnevale's corner. It's Kalinski's 4th of the season. It's either near post for Kalinski or far post for Sparhu. That's how our corners tend to go. We're 3-0 up. I'd like it if Wolfsberg didn't score, because then it would show me that we've got a solid defence in this formation as well. But if they now go and score, it's going to let me down a little bit, I must admit. And here's Campos on the left-hand side. He goes for goal and it's over the bar. And I'll also be quite pleased for Alban Lafont if he can keep a clean sheet as well. Right, let's make one more substitution. I think Gaipo can come in for Kalinski. And hopefully, we've now done enough. It's a good win. Bayern put the pressure on us with a win earlier on in the day. We've responded with a 3-0 win at home to Wolfsberg. That was more like it. We looked a lot better in that game. I did like what I saw from us. What I do want to check, actually, I didn't actually check it at the time. I want to have a look at what our possession was like. So we are playing a controlled possession tactic. So I would expect to have the majority of the possession. 57%, it's better. I mean, our pass completion is still down, but other than that, we played very well. Right, let's have a look at Espinosa's injury. Kalinski is a fitness concern. That's fine. I'll rest him in a moment. Anyway, we'll give Carnevale a pat on the back for his 2 assists. Right, here we go. He's out for 3 weeks. Well, 2 weeks. Oh, that's a blow. Right, okay, we've got Chelsea in 2 days' time. I need to rest a load of players, at least the starting 11. And I'll meet you in the Matchday Centre for the game against Chelsea. Right, here we are then for the game against Chelsea. We are at home, which could be quite important. And we're sticking with this formation. The only change I've really made to it is that Espinosa was the wing back on attack while Carnevale was the wing back on support. I've switched them instructions over, so Carnevale is now on attack, Nunes on support, mainly because Nunes prefers to be a defensive wing back. He's only got 6 for crossing and that's going down. Whereas when you look at Carnevale, he's got 14 for crossing and he does prefer to be a more forward-thinking wing back. So, yeah, we're going with that. So, Lafont in goal, Carnevale left back, Nunes right back, Ziris and Kalinski in the centre of defence, with Spahu, Bode and Kamiri in front of him, Freitas, Rios and Aladdin Sahin with the 3 advanced roles, I suppose. Worth noting as well, Aladdin Sahin is on the complete forward role with Rios on the advanced forward. He, as part of the original setup for this tactic, this position was a deep line forward, but I don't play deep line forwards, so I changed it to complete forward. Right, Philippe Oblé is on the bench. He is still injured and out for a week, so I'm not prepared to start him when he's still that injured. I don't want to get injured again and be out longer. But if I didn't put him on the bench, I wouldn't have had anybody else to put on the bench because I've only got Oblé and Lafont registered for European football. Right, we have to win this. It's as simple as that. We can't afford to lose. We can't afford to draw. We need to win. I am kind of thinking we could win our... Oh, who have we got down? Is that Gaston Nunes that's down? I mean, he went down, got up, went down. I mean, he's limping. He's off the pitch. He's just come... Oh, we've hit the post. I'm so busy looking at Gaston Nunes, I wasn't even paying attention to our attack. But, yeah, I'm kind of thinking we can win our last 3 games. They seem more winnable, even though one of them is severe, that is 1 place below Chelsea at the moment. And then 9 points would elevate us a lot closer to the top 8. But I just kind of think we need a win. We had a good win against Wolfsberg. Let's keep that momentum going with this new tactic that we've got. How long I stick with this tactic for is another matter. I can't imagine it's going to be very long because I do like my 4-3-3. But here are Chelsea with the highlight at the moment. Carnevale, well, he won the header, but it just gave it straight back to Chelsea again. So they continue to build from the back. We're kind of stopping them from getting forward, like I said we did with Wolfsberg. But they have found a way forward now, and we've given away a penalty. Oh, Dejan Kamiri, you absolute idiot. You've just given away a penalty against a team that weren't really looking like they were doing anything. Right, Alban Lafont, I need you to pull off a save. Show me why you should be in goal ahead of Oberlay. No. I mean, try going the right way might help. Reece James with his first goal of the season. Chelsea won up 9 minutes before half-time. That's a real blow. Kamiri to Freitas. Can we get a goal back and at least go in level at half-time? Freitas goes back to Kamiri. And I think it was a save from the keeper. It's gone out for a corner. So you have to give credit to the keeper for that save. Freitas with the corner from this left-hand side. Puts the ball into the box. And it's a goal from Spaho. His 6th goal of the season. It's 1-1. We have pulled it level before half-time. Justice has been served. I mean, I say justice. They did deserve the penalty. It was a foul. But there you go. It's half-time. It's 1-1. It's all to play for in this second half. Point finger. We need more possession. There you go. That's the answer. And when you have the possession, can you at least know what you're doing with it? They are dominating possession even though we're playing a controlled possession tactic. Makes no sense, but okay. Might need to be bringing on Erez Levi because neither of their front men are really doing anything. They have a penalty, a free kick in a dangerous position. This might be going in. Oof. Just over the bar, rippled the top of the black and gold netting that we've got. Right, let's make our first changes. Dijon Kamiri can come off for Ramio Lavia. And I think I'm going to bring Rios off for Erez Levi. Gaston Nunes is not having a good game either up here on the right-hand side. And Espinosa replacement, of course. So might need to make a change with that. And I think we will. So bring Nunes off. The only problem is we haven't really got anyone other than Renzo Drago to bring on. What we could do is we could bring on Gashi. Who's the better right back out of these two? Oh, okay. Kalinski quite likes playing a right back, it would seem. Right, there you go. That's what I think we will do. What other changes do I want to make? Bode again. I mean, I do feel sorry for Rafael Bode because these are not his positions in that central midfield, but we're taking him off for Granelli, see if Granelli can bring anything to the party. I mean, a draw against Chelsea on paper isn't a bad result, but it's really not what we need. We need a win. Right. Shirky can come on for Freitas. He's having a good game apparently, but it doesn't seem like he's doing a great deal. Right, they have the goal kick to start the highlight. This is where I miss sort of like a gegenpress type thing where you can just press them. Right, we win the ball back. Levi has it. Oh, he loses the ball in a promising position as well. They continue to play their way out of the back. It got them in trouble last time. Oh, we win the ball back again. Here's Granelli to Sparhu. Shirky finds Sahin. Oh, my word. I think he was offside. Yeah, he was offside, thankfully, because that was a terrible finish. Kalinski now with the throw-in. Over on this right-hand side. Lavia goes back to Kalinski. Into the ball. Oh, Granelli almost. It's another save from the goalkeeper. We've got a corner. Shirky will take it on this left-hand side. It's going to be an in-swing. He's going to go near post or far post. He goes near post. It's headed away. Granelli gives it back to him. But then he was offside anyway. That frustrates me, that ball back when you know they're offside. 3 minutes of time to be added on. And we've only drawn against Chelsea. Well, I said I feel like we needed to win that game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward a day. Before I do that, though, I'm going to rest the player. Now he's picked up an injury. We're going to have no right backs at this point. Right, let's give them 2 days rest. I'm going to fast forward 1 day because I want to see what the other results are in the group. And then we'll have a proper idea of what the group looks like. I'll come back to you when we're at the schedule. Okay, so with all the games played for this game week, we are currently in 18th position on 7 points. We need to start looking down as well because we're only 3 points ahead of Inter Milan, who are the next team outside of the top 24. Surely we're going to actually qualify for at least this stage. If we do win our remaining 3 games, we get 16 points in general. Since this new Champions League format has been in place, which is, 8-9 years now in game, on 2 occasions it will get you through, definitely. On another 1 occasion, I think it is, it would come down to goal difference, games between the teams and all that sort of stuff. So we're very much looking at being in this blue zone rather than the green zone, which means in terms of the schedule, we're going to have a couple of extra Champions League games around here somewhere. But in terms of tomorrow's episode, I think what we're going to do is we will come back for Anderlecht versus Bayern Munich. I did say it'd be next week, but again, I want to try and get through this season in a timely manner. So we'll play Schalke all of December off camera, most of January. I don't know. I might come back for Hamburg. No, it'll probably be Anderlecht and Bayern, let's be honest. So we'll say there, and by then we'll know where we stand with the Champions League. We'll know how we're looking in the Bundesliga as well. And hopefully we can end the week on a positive note. So thank you very much for watching, folks. Please join me for that tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.